Know your fucking place. Trash. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, we are back. This is episode 4, but it's really basically episode 1 because the start of the season was last night. I'm doing this in the morning. I've had time to digest and relax, but that's a big fat W, baby! And I guaranteed that. Do you remember when I guaranteed that if you saw the other episode? Yeah. It feels so weird to have hockey back. It feels like this was a year-long quarantine in which no hockey was played, even though we just had hockey a few months ago. So let's get into the game, huh? First period, puck drop. And what do we see? The Bruins look great! The Bruins look amazing! They're flying around the ice. They're crushing them on the forecheck. They have possession, and they look great. And that's what we needed, right? We had a really lackluster exit last year, and we didn't do a ton in the offseason, so a lot of us are kind of like, all right, well, we lost some major pieces. What's it going to be? We look great. We're buzzing around. The Devils cannot keep up. We are the better team, and we showed it for 20 minutes. The first period was exactly what we need from Bruins hockey. Power play looks good. Obviously, the defense was maintained the same way. Bruce's fingerprints all over that defense. You can tell that some of the younger guys know to keep it simple, keep it tight, let them kind of skate around on the edges, but don't let anything get to Rask. I think that that's kind of what we need to do, especially with Zaboral and Lauzon. Jake DeBrusk, you saw him give up the puck on the sides a little bit and get more towards the middle. I think they've been in his ear a lot about that. I kind of think there was a couple moments that he passed up where he could have won the puck on the boards, but for the most part, that looks pretty good. We outshot them 16-4. I mean, we had possession most of the period. Grizz led ice time, obviously with 2 power plays in that period. Grizz led the ice time, though, which is pretty exciting. McAvoy eventually, of course, leads for the game. But I was really excited with the way we were playing, and then we're rewarded. Palmieri loses the puck, trying to make an exit during the penalty kill. Should have just flipped it down. But, of course, Krejci gets a stick on it, bounces to Bergeron. Nice little dish from Bergeron to Krejci. Krejci shoves it across. Marshy, 1-0. A lot of fun to watch those guys work together. I know we're missing Pasta, but people forget how fun and creative Krejci is on the puck. So excited to see him doing well. A big thing with the first period that I was surprised by was how much Zaboral and Lauzon were willing to jump into the plays. They weren't afraid to shoot. They stepped up a couple times. Did not bite us in the ass too harshly. So I was really excited to see that. Solid decision-making is as much as you can ask from these guys. 1-0 Bruins after 1. I'm pumped. And then we see second period Bruins again. I can't tell you how disappointed I was this whole period. We were taking penalties left and right, and it wasn't Nick Ritchie. But all of a sudden, Marshy's hands disappear. He can't seem to control the puck. Passes are going awry. There's some weird decision-making throughout. Things started getting really messy. We saw a lot on both sides. We saw a lot of players losing the puck, tripping over themselves, busted tires. So while things are really messy, we just keep taking penalties. We can't stay out of the box. McAvoy especially, some weird moments from him. I will say the referees were a little soft in this game, I thought, on both ends. A lot of the calls, I was kind of sitting there going, oh, okay, we're really not letting them play, huh? Now, you may have noticed, I didn't mention Stanika yet. That's because I didn't think about him during this game, which, yes, we can criticize that. I wasn't super impressed by him. But also, we can go, well, if you're hearing his name left and right because of the mistakes he's making, then you're obviously feeling worse than you do last night. He wasn't a problem. He also wasn't a solution. I wasn't overly impressed by him, which is a bummer because I was kind of willing to stretch my imagination to be impressed by him. Rask actually didn't look great in this game. And I'm not just bashing Rask. He made some huge saves. Obviously in the shootout, he had a big glove save. But something Rask is usually good at is his positioning, where a lot of stuff hits him in the chest. And a lot of people are like, wow, he's such a great goalie. But great goalies make it look like that because their positioning's so good. He was getting away from his center a lot, and I was worried. He did not look great. The goals against him, actually not his fault, really, especially the second one. So, again, this is being really nitpicky, and the guy doesn't really deserve that right now, but I would keep an eye on Rask. It's not he's not in game shape right now. He's not seeing the puck well. His positioning's a little weird. He doesn't have the athleticism that you would contribute to a couple other guys in the league that allow you to get off your spot and jump back. He can make those saves, but he's not going to be your guy that you want to be doing that frequently. Second period ends. Pretty much all I'm thinking is, you know who Grizz looks a lot like? Grizz looks like Torrey Krug! Are you kidding me right now? This guy is exactly as advertised, and I'm not saying he's as good as Torrey Krug, but he's playing the same fashion, he's making smart decisions, his outlet passes were great, he's not afraid to shoot the puck. Sure, he's not gonna get the same kind of love that Torrey Krug did, and he's not gonna do as much as Torrey Krug did, but we have Torrey Krug 2.0. I don't think we're gonna miss him as much as everyone feels like we are. I think Grizz fills that role, and I think throughout the season, he's just gonna get better at it. First overreaction, power play is still gonna be amazing, we're still gonna be a top 5 power play. Boom. Third period hits, and you know what happens? We fall apart. Weird. Second period I'm used to. Second period I'm super used to at this point. We all should be. Third period starts, and this is me in my stupid head going, man, third period. This is where we lock it down. Put one more in, then we'll get an empty netter. It'll be all nice and easy from there. Idiot. Do you know what we got instead? We got Nick Ritchie looking like the best player on the team. Taking more penalties, which is just blowing my mind. And then we have the big bad mistake. Corrali with the bad possession, loses it. Wood with the breakaway, and he just buries it. You just look at that and you're kind of bummed. It's sloppy. It's the start of the season, not a lot of training time. Then we get Andre Kasha. What's up with this guy? He cannot bury a puck. He had 2 really good opportunities in the third, just couldn't find the handle. And is this guy cursed? Like, is he snake bitten? Or can he just not score? Because his touch is amazing. I really, really like watching this guy play. But every time he has a chance for a goal, it just doesn't go in. And Blackwood played a hell of a game. But Kasha didn't really challenge him with either of those opportunities. Just another bummer. It kind of looks like we're going to lose this game. No energy. They just scored. Everyone's deflated. And then we catch a break. Because Wood, it turns out, has a little bit of a Woody for Rask. Where do I come up with this stuff? Wood, for the second time this game, plows into Rask. This time he's kind of just in front of him and flops back, and then he's looking at the ref like, what did I do? When you just backed into Rask and fell on him. So, goaltender interference. We go to the power play, and guess who it is? Nick Ritchie. I have been a little harsh on Nick Ritchie. Deservedly so. I started this game in the first period watching him give up the puck. Not liking really what he was doing. He felt out of position. He felt slower than everybody else. He was banging the body a little bit, which I didn't mind, but I was just waiting for him to take a bad penalty. I was waiting for him to get benched. And in the second period, he looked better. And in the third period, he gets the game-leading goal at the time. Beautiful feed from Marchand. Just kind of a nice little finish for him. And so I'm sitting there going like, oh, of course, he gets an easy one. Of course he's going to score in the first game because I said he sucked. Because I said he shouldn't be in the team. Because I said he shouldn't even be in the lineup for game 1. Yay! It was an easy tap-in. He also deserved it. He had the highest goals expected according to MoneyPuck.com. I'll link them below. I love what they do. He was in great position most of the night. He got better throughout the game. He was tough on the puck. Yes, he doesn't have the hands of Coyle. Yes, he's going to look a little slower next to Coyle and Bjork. He actually looked solid. And I don't know if I'm bummed about that or if I'm excited about that. Of course I'm excited about it. I want him to do well. I want him to be a good part of the team and a guy that we can count on. But I still think that he's going to be a pumpkin. So who knows? Let's get to my favorite play of the game. Ty Smith. Oh boy, what a shot. This guy's a miracle worker. Gets it at the point. There's a crowd in front of the net. This is like 30 seconds after the last goal, by the way. And what happens? Nice little shot from the point. It bounces 8,421 times. I counted. And into our net. Rask couldn't find it. Too many bodies in front. Bounced off Lausanne. Bounced off McAvoy, I think, twice. Into the net. What's even crazier? 2 Devils players right there. Smith still gets credit for the goal because didn't hit either of them. Congratulations. It's a tie game. And all I can think is, how are we doing this? Do you remember before when I said we need a game that shows us outplay a team that is so much obviously worse than us. This is on paper the worst team in our division, and they kept up with us through 2 of the periods. First period, we dominated. The other 2, kind of close. We have a couple more chances to end the game. It doesn't happen. They do too. It felt like everyone was getting tired. This is something that I really want everyone to pay attention to, because throughout these first 2 weeks, we're going to see the effect of a weaker training camp with no real scrimmages, no real games, no preseason games. Third period is going to be a really weird time. And then we get to overtime, and I'm having a heart attack. And it's back and forth, as you'd expect. It starts really, really slow. Both teams kind of just making sure they maintain possession. Then there's a couple big chances. I mean, huge stop by Rask on a Palmieri breakaway. He had a day and a half. Exciting overtime. And all I can think is Blackwood's actually going to do this. I said he's capable of stealing a game, and it's a team that every team in the division should beat. And now he's going to steal a game from my team. I spoke it into existence because of course I fucking did. We somehow make it through overtime. The Devils outplayed us in overtime, but we made it through overtime. And we go to a shootout. The Bruins absolutely blow chunks at shootouts. The shootout. Time to nut up or shut up. And Gusev is the first to go. Gusev takes down slow out, just kind of taking his time, goes 5-hole, Rask stops it. What are you going to do? That's Rask. He does that. Coyle, back the other way, nice deke, puts on the brakes, tries to go around the right side. Blackwood throws that left pad out, boom. Big stop. I have a unhealthy sodium intake levels, so I was afraid I was going to die at any moment. But hey, on to our next one. Boquist, up next. Here's the thing. Rask might have gotten a little lucky with this one. Boquist picked his spot. Rask was still standing. Went glove side. Good positioning, I guess. Just goes right off the glove. Didn't even see Rask really move it. So, hey, luck. Good goalies make their own luck by being in the right spots. So, huge save. That's what we needed. And on we go to Kasha. Kasha, great move. Nice little in and out. Goes around the side. Tries to backhand it over the pad. Blackwood follows it the entire way. Huge stop. Now it's time for Jack Hughes. Future of the Devils. Really excited about this kid. And he lost his handle. Didn't even get a chance. That was pretty funny to watch. It's time for the rat. And, I mean, this was just fun. This was just good fun. I love it when Marshy wins a game. When Marshy wins a game, oh, people lose their mind. Marshy did this in such a Marshy way. He's just a rat. He just skated straight down the middle and then passed the puck onto the pad. No, nothing fancy. He really didn't do anything special. Maybe he played Blackwood with his eyes a little bit, but just whoop, right in. Game over. Big win. That's a W, baby! Overall, I'm disappointed. The win, yes, we needed the win. Especially in this division, every point counts. We gave up a point, and now that's not a regulation or overtime win. But the Devils, that point shouldn't matter for them much. They will not make the playoffs. We still got 2 points out of it. We'll throw away the row stats. Who cares right now? I hope that one game doesn't bite us in the ass. Talk about an overreaction. It's one game. It's one game. It was still a win. I'm an idiot. But just quick things about the game. Our left side defense did not look terrible, but also you can see Zaboral, Lauzon, and Miller, who's not even on the left side, are just getting beat. They just don't have the legs. They don't have the skating speed. You can see players just skating right around them. I think we're going to give up a lot of breakaways, which is weird for a team that doesn't get a lot of breakaways because we've built our structure on preventing breakaways, team play up, clean entries. We don't get a lot of breakaways. But other teams against us shouldn't. But the problem is, because of how slow our defense is, they do. So get used to it, Rask, because you're going to have to become a breakaway specialist at this point. Kasha looked good. He's just cursed right now. Kasha looked good. Bjork loved it. Really thought he was part of the plays. Made some iffy decisions, but for the most part, really liked the cut of his jib. Studnicka, I mentioned. I wish that I could say more about him, but I really just didn't notice him a ton in this game. It feels good to have hockey back. And this team is good. It just sucks that our problem again was scoring 5-on-5. We did not score a goal 5-on-5. That's That's just not going to cut it. And I think we're going to get there, but I am not confident right now from what I just saw. It's going to be a weird start to the season, guys. Let's not overreact at one game, but I'll tell you what, Bergeron's winning the Selke, and I'm so excited about it. That's my big overreaction. Number 5, let's go. All right, guys, if you watch this and you dig it, I'm still finding my flow with all this stuff, but I'm going to be doing this for every game. I'm just trying to have fun with it. I love this team, and I love the fans. So if I can get more people coming in here, watching these videos, commenting, arguing, telling me why I'm stupid, telling me why I'm a genius, I would really appreciate that. I know what Boston fans are about. I know the passion we have. So if any of you like this, go ahead and like it, subscribe, comment, share it, whatever. Go Bees.